Hi guys, what we're going to be cooking today is some fantastic pickled beets. Great as a snack, beautiful in salads, so let's get started.
Hi everybody, I've got a few little tips I just want to share with you today. It's some stuff that I enjoy doing and maybe you'd like to learn as well. I like to pickle and preserve everything I can. That way you get the best price and the best flavor, and really that's what everybody wants. So we have here some pickled cabbage I did recently. Here I have some pickled peppers from our own garden, and we're starting to run low, so hopefully spring comes soon. And here I have some cranberries that I got at a really good price that I'm going to preserve and dry and make my own craisins. Not paying $6 for those. And now what we're gonna do today though is I have these wonderful, beautiful beets that I just bought. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna roast them and we're gonna pickle them. And that way you have fresh pickled beets to make on salads whenever you want without the hassle and without buying that canned junk. So here we go, you ready? All right guys, we have a nice big bunch of beets here. So we're just gonna start to separate them from the stems and the leaves. Very simple, we're not even gonna bother peeling them at this point. Slice them off. Now we have the stems. From each stem, we're going to take off the top of the leaf, place it in a separate bowl. Repeat this until all the beets and stems are separated. Alright, now that we have the beet roots separated from the stems and the leaves, we're just going to roast them. Very simply, little trick, we're going to add 1 cup of water in. This is an 8 by 8 inch baking pan. So you're probably going to like ½ inch for yours, whatever size it is. Lay the beets in, and then we're going to add about 1 tablespoon of chunky sea salt, or you could use rock salt if you want. And we're simply going to wrap that well with aluminum foil. Alright, so what we're going to do now, meanwhile we're waiting for our beets, we're going to go ahead and make our pickling mix for our stems, which we're not going to pre-cook, which are here, cut into slices, and then our beets, which are roasting right now. So when they come out, they'll be ready to go right in. So basically a pickling spice, I like to start with a base of vinegar and add whatever seasonings you like. So you can just go with it, whatever you like to do. I'm going to use apple cider vinegar for this one, and I'm probably going to use maybe 3 cups to get started on all these, and then I'm going to add in 1 cup of water to kind of mild out that vinegar a little bit, because you do want the kick, but you don't want to be totally overwhelmed. So I'm going to add that. That gives us almost a quart. Then I'm going to add about a tablespoon of fresh coriander seeds. And the thing I like about pickling is that you can add whatever you want. You don't really need to chop it up because it's going to all absorb the flavor into the pickling spice. So then I'm going to add also a teaspoon of caraway seed, and then a little bit, probably a tablespoon also, of herbes de Provence. If you don't know what that is, look it up. It's good stuff. Then we're going to finish it with a tablespoon of whole peppercorns and about a teaspoon of that rock salt we were talking about earlier. And a nice heavy pinch of sugar. Again, just to balance out that acidity so you don't have totally sour beets, because that's not really what we're after. Alright, so we've got our pickling mix ready. We're just going to pour it generously over our stems just until it covers. Perfect. Then all you have to do, beautiful about refrigerating pickling, seal it up, pop this guy in the fridge, give him 3 days, he's done. Beautiful pickled beet stems. Alright, so in the interest of using everything with the fresh produce and taking advantage of every bit of flavor, we're going to save these beet greens, and they can be sauteed off like spinach. They can toss into a salad like spinach. They taste different, but you can treat them the same. So have fun with them. I bet you've probably never tasted them. It's a good little side perk of doing this project. All right, now we have our beets roasted and they're ready to go. So we're just going to take the skin with our thumb, and the good thing about roasted beets is the skin comes off so easily. Like just push it with your fingers, and it comes right off. Yes, it will stain a little bit right now, but it'll come off the next day or so. So, you're gonna take your knife once you get the skin off, make a nice cut, discard all that bit right there, cut it into whatever size pieces you think you want. I like nice slices. So I'm going to cut it into nice slices. Then we'll take all these slices, we'll put them into a container, put our pickling mix over, and then we got pickled beets. Beautiful. Alright guys, so here's the final step. Last step, but most important step. Now we're going to pickle everything. So we take our vinegar plus all the seasonings we like, and we're going to pour it over our cooked beets. The most important thing about pickling is you just want to cover whatever it is you want to pickle. Now hard things like beets you want to cook beforehand, because obviously you don't want hard pickled beets. Softer things like, you know, onions and cucumbers or whatever don't necessarily require cooking because they're a soft produce. So, you know, have fun with it, guys. That's my whole point is, you know, pickle the vegetables that you really like, add some vinegar, add some seasonings, throw it in, give it 3 days. Be beautiful. These beets in 3 days are going to be gorgeous. So I hope you give it a try. It's awesome. Happy cooking.